Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekend tarot reading for February 1st and 2nd of 2020. So we're in February now, guys. Be sure to check out your February 2020 readings for all your placements. They are all up. Okay, we're going to get to the love readings in this coming week. I got a pretty busy weekend ahead of myself. So let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend with actually the classic Rider-Waite. We're going to start out with these guys, and we're gonna see what comes up here for Saturday. Again, the sun is still in Aquarius. The moon goes from Taurus. Actually, the moon's just in Taurus all weekend, I believe. So it's in the second quarter. Moves into that on Saturday, and the colors of the weekend are indigo and gold. All right, so let's see how this weekend plays out, guys. Main things are going to be happening this weekend. Oh, wow. Interesting. Huh. There is a lot going on this weekend, and you might be pretty tired. Some of you have some really great opportunities in the money work sector here. Maybe some of you have to go in this weekend for some reason. Whatever it is, it's feeling pretty frustrating emotionally, and it just feels very irritating when you get the Three of Swords and Eight of Wands reversed. There isn't the progression that you want, especially in terms of how you're feeling emotionally. You might be feeling, again, like there's three swords in your heart. Where do you go from here? How do we take them out? How do we examine this and move forward? So let's start looking at things in a deeper sense, because I do feel things with work tend to be evening out here, but you are asked to do quite a bit this weekend. We get the Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and then also the Six of Pentacles. All having to do with the money, the abundance. I mean, Eight of Pentacles is usually working towards, again, that Nine, then Ten of Pentacles, the place of abundance, stability, things in the home, family, all of that. Having that tinge of abundance, of money, of wealth. You want to be feeling wealthy. You might be feeling, again, yeah, very wealthy, very abundant here. Things going forward in a really great way, especially in terms of work, but you are asked to do quite a bit. And it might feel like, oh, I really could use a break right now, but things are evening out and balancing out, so don't worry. This is what you've wanted. This is what you're asking for. These are new ventures as well for some of you. Could be, planting some new seeds this weekend, maybe even with the help of others in terms of work. Whatever this is, this has long-term staying power here. There's a lot of pentacles today, so we're going to get some clarifiers here with the Gustav Klimt deck. First, I want to look at these emotional aspects here with the Three of Swords, Eight of Wands reversed. Relationship seems to be going very well, but if you want things to heal and work in a certain way, you're going to have to really put forth some energy into healing, to seeing where you want to go. You want things to heal, yes. Two of Wands, looking over here at the star, wanting to bring things into alignment, into balance, wanting to get to a more transcendent, beautiful, open way of communication. And actually this weekend on Sunday we have Imbolc, which is kind of known here. And actually I want to read this little thing here from Imbolc, because the star is making me think of that actually. So let's read this really fast here. At Imbolc, we help turn the wheel of the year by calling to the goddess, asking her to return from the underworld. We make the world ready for her return, encouraged by the gentle signs of spring. The Star Tarot card resonates with Imbolc's themes of grace, spiritual nourishment, purification, healing, hope, peace, and gentleness. While Yule, when the darkness still holds away, requires faith. Imbolc, like the star, grants grace. We now see that the light is returning. And we can rest in that certainty. Like the used milk for which this holiday is named, the star promises nourishment for the body and soul. Symbols in the star include water, a sign of cleansing, healing, and renewal. In the same way that mothers prepare for birth with clarity of purpose, use the star to focus on your own personal North Star, a light that clearly guides you on your path. Filled with grace and purified by inner healing, find the strength and motivation to give birth to the best you, best within you, as well as prepare the way for great mother's return. So, beautiful messages for in bulk this weekend and getting the star. Like, how amazing is that? I wish I had planned it, but I didn't. Not that clever. But 2 of Wands with the star, yeah, we're preparing for things to really clear, to heal, to cleanse. This is the time for purification. And purification of, purification and also a higher sense of consciousness and connection in a relationship. So in terms of relationships, put the effort in and you will find celebration, camaraderie, the love, the affection, all that good stuff that you've been looking for. But you're going to have to be willing to put in some effort here, especially if you have cut off, again, communication and it's hurting you. Just reach out and say something, communicate, because the less that you do, the less progress you're going to see in this area, the less that you're going to be able to come to any type of conclusion or even just connect the way that you're obviously wanting to. Sometimes instead of denying, it's better to just give into that, see where it goes, and allow yourself to work through that in the way that you can't seem to let go of in the first place. So, didn't realize this was like tucked into me. Let's continue looking at this here. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, in terms of work, for those of you who have to work this weekend or something, it's going to end up being good, even though you might be kind of irritated and annoyed, and it might wax on your energy. What you're being asked to do is planting some really big seeds for the future and will help restore finances, money, your stability right now, your security. You're going to be fine at it. You might be getting offers for new and wonderful things here, seeing paths kind of open up to you in really incredible ways. You might be receiving, again, offers, seeing truths, 9 of Pentacles. So again, for some of you, in terms of career and money, we're seeing some offers here. We could be signing some dotted lines. There's been a seriousness, and also it just feels like a lot of career stuff suddenly waking up, moving around, shifting here as we go from January 2020 into February 2020. I know this because I've been reading for a lot of you guys. I know that there's been a lot of really good career shifts and decision making. I mean, February, it's amazing. Every single reading, we got 2 of Pentacles, the Lovers, or the 2 of Swords, or all of them, or even the 2 of Wands. I mean, it was just all 2s. That for me is, decisions, weighing our options, really looking at it, knowing that we have a choice. So we're looking at a choice here, and we're seeing, how much have we grown, being proud of ourselves, feeling very good, and feeling proportional and accountable for how good we've been doing. It's a sense of proportion, and I have experienced success, and I deserve it because I put in this effort, put in this work, and now I'm ready to reap my rewards. Again, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, love and work messages coming in. Just feels like there's a lot coming in out of nowhere. And I know that we don't see the 8 of Wands upper right, but I kind of feel like it's there somewhere. Again, receiving messages, communications in these areas. Make sure to be equal in your communications. If you have people wanting to reach out and connect with you, make sure to connect with them. Make sure that you're putting that energy out there as well. Leads to brand new beginnings. One card, please. Yeah, communication has been unsatisfying. It's time to make it satisfying. 7 of Pentacles reverse, 7 of Wands. Fight for what you want. If you feel like you're coming up against some things that might feel uncomfortable, awkward, I don't know what it is. There's such a sense of awkwardness about this, but by staying where you are, it's like you're not satisfied anyway, so why continue to sit where you are and do nothing about it when you could at least do something about it and at least get this out of it? A new beginning, fresh communication, fresh energy. Remind whoever this is that you still care if you do. Let it be known. Communicate if you need to communicate. There's a sense of disparity here. There's a sense of, do I really want to work on this? Do I really want to do this? Yes, you do. Go for these new options. Do what you have to do this weekend. And don't be afraid to reach out, communicate, and again, balance things out. There's a great sense of proportion here, especially when you see Six of Pentacles coming up twice. There's really quite a sense of things balancing out, evening out in a really amazing way here. If you ask for it, you shall receive. And if you've put out there, you shall receive. If somebody puts out to you, and I don't mean it in that way, put out to them as well in terms of communication, energy, whatever. So let's look here at Adoring Virtue card. Some of you might have to do some work with the home and the family and stuff, and you might need to ask for some help here and there, maybe from kids, friends, family. But there's work being put into the home for some of you this weekend. That's pretty big, but quite satisfying. Oof, in terms of Adoring Virtue, Romance, Angel, Oracle cards. What do we got here? Oof. Wow, two very interesting cards together, but also I kind of get it. Retreat. It's time to step away from time to disconnect from the world. Sometimes you need to, take that little break together, communicate together, work on something together, especially in a relationship. Take a step back. And if you're in a toxic, weird situation, I might be asking you to take a step back, to retreat for now. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And if you are falling in love, and if you do realize that you've fallen in love with somebody, it's time to communicate or find a way to have this sense of like honeymoon type of energy, retreat energy. Let's talk together. Let's have a conversation about how I'm feeling. So I'm feeling this way. Let's have a real heart-to-heart conversation. I know I don't see that card up there, but I don't know. There's something about this reading that really makes me feel like communication would be very helpful here. Let's get a Halloween oracle. Okay. Messages from the higher self for this weekend, February 1st and 2nd of 2020. What do we need to know? Forgiveness, reducing burden. And for some of you, this whole situation can be about forgiveness. Maybe somebody has hurt you and that's why you haven't talked to them, why we haven't reached out, why we haven't progressed any further than we have. Because it hurts. But if you reach out and you talk to them about why it hurts and what's going on, you can really restore this relationship. Because I get the sense that somebody is kind of awaiting on you to resurrect the situation. Maybe they know that you're hurt and they don't really know how to communicate to you at this time. So maybe it's up to you. Could be also that the other person is hurt and that they're waiting for you to again. Could be vice versa. That's what I'm trying to say. So it is said that it takes a big person to apologize, but in many ways it takes an even bigger person to forgive. When we hold grudges, the negative energy is incredibly toxic. It is like drinking a poison and expecting the other unforgiven person to die. Whilst we may even harbor feelings of revenge, and to be honest, that does feel good for a while, it is important that we move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for our own health and well-being. If you have chosen this card, think about who it is that you could be forgiving, and that includes yourself. So forgiveness is something that is necessary here. You need to forgive to move on. You need to reduce some type of burden. And even you might even look at this and say, I don't really know why I'm holding a grudge. Maybe this person doesn't realize they hurt me. How could they know? And for some of you, it's like kind of like, how could they know if you don't communicate, if you don't tell them the truth about how you're really feeling? Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Really intense messages this weekend, huh? Check out your monthlies. Check out the check out your monthlies. Check out your yearlies for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If you want to book a private reading, guys, all that info is below in the description box. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Namaste.